JuliAnne Murphy here with Costa Rica.com and also courtesy of South Pacific Costa Rica Real Estate. I am here at Reteve, which is important for anyone wanting to move to or retire in Costa Rica with a car. Reteve is important because you have to pass Reteve, which is basically a yearly inspection of your vehicle. And if it doesn't pass Reteve, you can't get insurance for your car, nor can you renew. You might be able to to pay your taxes on it, but if you get caught with that Reteve, you get a ticket. So this is part of your annual maintenance of owning a car in Costa Rica. We'll talk about buying a car, what that costs, and how it's different here on another day. But for today, let me give you a few stats on my truck that I own. My truck's 10 years old. I paid for it. Today, the value in Costa Rica is about $18,500, which sounds crazy, but cars here have inflated prices because we don't have things like the Panama Canal to make shipping of imported goods here easier. Something I do miss about not living in Panama. So the value today is about $18,500. It's a 10-year-old truck. I pay annually $600 for the placa, what's called marchamo. The placa is your license plate fees every year. Those are required. You have to pay them during the month of December or before, but definitely by the end of December every year. And trust me, in January and February, if you don't have your updated sticker on your car proving that you've paid, the transit police are out looking for you, and you will get a very expensive ticket. So that's $600 a year in annual taxes that has to be paid every December by the end of the year. Second, Reteve costs only about $20, but they're very strict here. They're strict about emissions, they're strict about everything. And if your seatbelt doesn't work or anything like that, anything small, they make a note of it and you don't pass, and you have to go get it fixed and then come back. So it's a good reason to keep your car in good working order. One difference between Panama and Costa Rica is that because of systems like Reteve, which Panama does not have, they have an inspection, but it's not nearly as sophisticated. You can get away with having a rickety, crappy little car, and as such, the pollution, especially in the city, is impacted. But back to Costa Rica. So the cost of the car, we've talked about taxes, we've talked about Reteve. Once you have Reteve, you can go and get your car insurance renewed. On my 10-year-old truck, I pay about $730 a year. One thing that's important in the national car insurance is called INS. It's an acronym, INS, Institucional Nacional Seguro, creo, I'm not sure. But anyway, INS is the national insurance company, and there I pay about $720. So as you can imagine, it's not cheap to own a car in this country. If you are in a situation or in a little town where you can take the bus and walk, more power to you, but where we live on the South Pacific coast, that's not a possibility. Bus service is limited. It only comes 2 to 3 times a day, and obviously from a working perspective, well, we need cars. So that's a little bit about car maintenance here. The other challenge always is finding a good mechanic. I actually wrote a little bit about that on my blog, on one of the written posts that I did, and you can check that out on the blog tab at CostaRica.com. For those of you that are interested, if you're interested in South Pacific Costa Rica real estate, you can go to that website as well. Not required, obviously, but CostaRicaPacificRealEstate.com. So meanwhile, we're in line here at Reteve. It's taking us about an hour, and then even before we even get in the door, which is also typical. You need to get used to having a bit of patience here in La Pura Vida. Ciao. Day 11 over and out.